Hello and welcome to my channel. This will be my first time doing a haul video, so please be patient with me. I'll mostly be using this channel for manga and anime hauls, but there's a chance I might rave about video games from time to time. I decided to use manga that I got over the holiday season, as well as a few that I picked up over January. Okay, so let's jump right in. The first manga is Tokyo Ghoul Volume 4. I'm not as far into Tokyo Ghoul as a lot of people. I'm currently reading a lot of series, so I tend to buy what I'm in the mood to read. That aside, I'm really enjoying the series so far, and I absolutely love the colors that look like they are done in watercolor. The second manga is Hana and Hina After School Volume 3. I believe that this is the final volume in the series, so I won't say an awful lot about it, other than I really enjoy Morinaga Milk's work. She's what really got me into the Yuri genre to begin with. Plus, I really can't say enough about how Seven Seas is amazing for licensing so many Yuri titles. And my next one is My Hero Academia Volume 5. I do not know if I'm saying academia. A lot of people say academia, some people say academia, so take your pick. I honestly didn't think I would like the series, with the exception to a few. I'm not really into the superhero genre, but I keep seeing it everywhere and decided to give the anime a go. Let's just say it blew my expectations out of the water. The story really pulled me in, as did the characters, plus the music is bomb. I ended up binging the first season. Now I'm collecting the manga a little bit faster than I normally do. As for this volume cover, I already love it because it has my favorite character. Moving on. The fourth manga is Yokai Rental Shop Volume 1. Yokai-centric manga are one of my favorites to read. I love learning about new yokai and enjoy seeing different versions of my favorite. While I haven't read it yet, it looks like it's going to have a Pet Shop of Horrors feel to it. And I really like this back cover because it looks really cool and just really epic. So I definitely would suggest, if you like anything to do with yokai, to pick this one up because so far it looks like it's going to be really good. The fifth manga, Kiss and White Lily for My Dearest Girl, Volume 4. This is another Yuri title, but this is obviously the theme of schoolgirls are a big part in the Yuri genre. My only personal preference would be to see something outside of the theme, due to the fact that there are still not many Yuri titles licensed in the US. I tend to go ahead and buy most that are released to support the industry, so I've enjoyed this series, and the art is nice and refreshing. The covers are always so bright and colorful. Plus, it doesn't just focus on one main couple, but multiple. And most of the time, you'll see the same couples from previous manga in there, but they're not focused on. They're focused on mainly the ones who did what the description on the back. But it's always just very, very well done. It's very beautiful. The next two are Seraph at the End, Volumes 5 and 6. There's not a lot I'm really going to say about the series because, I mean, it's just, I like the art. The covers are really pretty. And it's overall, I've just really enjoyed reading what I have. And if you like vampires and you like anything apocalyptic, I would definitely recommend picking this up. Okay, the next one is by the creators of Zero Seven Ghost, which is Battle Rabbits Volume 1. And which Zero Seven Ghost is one of my favorite anime and mangas. So I had to pick this out. When I found it at Books A Million, I actually found it in the clearance section of the local Books A Million. Although I wouldn't have bought it at full price. Although I would have bought it at full price, but at nearly $4, I couldn't pass it up. Okay, the next one is Frost Volume 1. This was a curiosity buy. I really enjoyed reading Dr. Faustus, so I was very eager to see where the mangaka basically is going to take this. It's also by the creator of the Ancient Magnus Bride, which I'm told is quite good, but I haven't quite read yet. So I'm going to give this a go first and see how I like their art style, and along with the way they tell a story. And I also have access to the first 4 volumes of the Magnus Bride, so I will definitely give that a chance as well. The next is Murcielago Volume 4, and I do not know if I'm saying that right, but that's how I'm pronouncing it for now, until further notice. This series already gets so many points from me for being a Yuri title, not in the normal genre. It's a bit out there, but I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of like a mixture of mystery, and I'm told it's also considered a horror. And it's really interesting. I really like the genre itself. The character's kooky, and it's, like I said, it's really out there. But because it's Yuri, I'm all on board. And even if it wasn't Yuri, I probably would be on board, just because, you know, it's kind of like a little bit about a killer who is kind of now working as an assassin legally, and I kind of tend to like those type of stories. The next one is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Volume 5. I fell in love with this cookie series the moment I watched the anime. This is another one I've been keeping up with buying as the volumes release. It's just really cute, quirky, and a fun read. And I didn't even really think much about it when it first came out. I was just thinking, okay, it's just going to be this kind of slice of life about maids, but it's kind of so much more. And it's really a feel-good anime. And you know, the manga and the anime are a little bit different, and a lot of people have said the anime translates better, and I will have to say I agree, but definitely still continuing the manga because it's just as cute. Okay, so the next 3 are Food Wars 5, 6, and 7. I was very iffy about starting this one based on the fact that it has a very ecchi element. There are very few series that I like that have the over-the-top fan service, so I didn't expect to like this. Eventually, I decided to give it a shot for the sake of it. Personally, I'm glad I did, because it's so much more than over-the-top fan service. For me, the characters really make this series, and I have to say I was impressed that the mangaka didn't make the fan service one-sided. Okay, that's it for my holiday haul. The last few volumes are some I picked up at the end of last year and into January. This next one is A Centaur's Life, Volume 5. I just really enjoy this as a slice of life manga. While at times it can be random, and it also touches on some deep issues, and it just resonates with me overall. It's cute. I love the art, and it just, a lot of people have said that you can see some political elements into it. I do not know how true that is, but you can definitely see as a society, it's definitely well formed, and it shows the different aspects. Like, you've got issues with racism and how the society puts that in check to make sure that that doesn't happen, and it's really interesting. The next 3 are Kiss Him Not Me, Volumes 3, 5, and 6. It's a bit over the top at times, but I really like the main character. It's kind of like, it's definitely yaoi fangirl culture, which I have no problem with, but it does get kind of a bit much sometimes. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I can't say that I'm big on the fact that she gets treated different after the fact that she loses the weight that she does, which is why I have a problem with most of the guys, save for Mutsumi. I did, however, like the fact that Kai didn't suddenly become boy crazy, and how it takes her a bit to start to see any one of them as more than just a friend. a while back I ended up buying the volumes out of order because Books A Million only had one really beat up copy of the third volume. And while I fully support sustaining the industry, I couldn't get myself to pay $11 for a damaged copy. I eventually had to go to Amazon to get the volume. Okay, so the last volume is A Terrified Teacher at Girls' School, Volume 1. I keep seeing this one on Instagram from several people that I follow. A lot of them were really raving about it, so I decided to give it a try. It looks very quirky from the cover alone, and as I said before, I love anything with yokai, demons. It's my jam. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading it and seeing how it differs from other series, what similarities it shares, and I'll definitely, at some point, I might even do a review over it. Don't know yet, though. Okay, this one I just have to rave about for a few seconds because it does not get talked about enough. It's called The Morose Mononoke. It is a lot like Natsume Eugene Cho, and I just really like the art. And it has that same feeling for me as Natsume Eugene Cho, which is one of my favorite all-time yokai-centric manga animes. It makes me feel something, and I love animes that do that, even though I do not like crying my eyes out. Basically, it's just really, it touches me in a place I can't even begin to explain. It's beautiful, and basically, I'm glad that the anime is finally released in the US. I got to actually see it over Crunchyroll. So if you don't have access to a DVD or Blu-ray player and you want to still check this out, Crunchyroll has it right now. I'm hoping that the manga will get licensed because it's just amazing. That's how much. So please, if you like this type of manga anime, check it out. Alright, thanks so much for watching my first haul video. Comments and questions are always welcome.